Alright, we're back. PTT, yo. It's been a couple of weeks. Been having some complaints about no episodes, but I'm back. Asa, one of our media guys, went home to Canada. He took the mic. So I've got the official pull the trigger merchandise mic. I don't really know how to hold it, but I'll do my best. I'm here with rookie sensation, Tommy Coenraad. How are you, mate?
I'm great, mate. Trigger, thanks for having me.
No problems, buddy. Let's cut straight into the nitty-gritty. The hoopla, if you will. Hoops talk. Mate, your first year in the league, you're doing great. You pretty much rocked up day one and they said, guard Glenn Saville. Just should be easy. Just one of probably the best three-man to ever play the game. They've thrown you in the deep end. You've done excellent, but how have you found that challenge first year?
I love it, man. I love trying to hold on to that monster every day. Every day he brings it every day, so I'm getting better every day. You know, so Sav's a good guy as well. He's going to teach me a few things, but at the same time, he beats me when we play, so I'm going to have to get a bit stronger.
You don't have to lie about him being a good guy. No, he is, mate. It's a good matchup for you, and you've done extremely well. It's a tough ask just to guard one of Australia's best three-man every day. Tell us a bit about what it's like at training. You've got the ball, you look up, you see the Sav, you go for a quick glance at the shot clock, but you can't quite see it because of that mallet. Obviously, if I switch on to you, this is an issue as well. How do you find it?
Well, you know, there's been a few times in practice now I've looked at the shot clock, you know, completely blinded by the 5 head, and the shot clock gone off, and I've gone, what's going on? It's like a defensive weapon in itself, isn't it?
It really is.
It is.
It really is. He screens it well. Head jokes. They'll always be funny. Mate, we had a little chat in the weight room the other day. We're talking about our fathers, and then everyone sort of chimed in and said, you know, I still can't take my father. I heard you say that you could take your dad. That's cool. I don't know if that'd be true. I'll give you that. Your mum, on the other hand, I reckon she'd give you a run for your money.
Yeah, my mum's, you know, she's 6'2" and she can hold her own. My dad, on the other hand, is 5'7", and you know, he's a little boy. That's why I said it. My mum I'd have trouble with.
He's fit though.
He is fit. But age is working against him. He's 64 now. You know, but my mum's still, you know, a spring chicken. 6'2", moves around like, you know, moves like she's on air. She's great.
Now, the worst thing that can happen for an opposition crowd, you and I both know, is for your mum to walk through the doors of the stadium, because they are going to be drowned out. She is a one-woman wrecking crew when it comes to cheering at the games. I can't imagine you won too many yelling fights growing up in the Coenraad house.
No, my bellows of agony were drowned out by her screaming at me. So, yeah. But you know, my mum's, I think she's the best woman in the world. I think as do everyone's mums. But you know, when she does come in the stadium, all you can hear is her. You know, a lot of times when the crowd's going off, you say you can't hear it. I can hear her. That's the one thing I can hear.
At our ABA games, there was about 12 people there.
Eight.
If you watch the video, 8. I pumped up the crowd. About 8 people. When she would cheer, though, if you couldn't see the crowd, you could just hear like the camera. You'd think it was a sellout.
Oh yeah.
She's got some pipes, mate. You and I, we've been sort of buddied up in the weight room this year. It's been good for both of us. I think we've both put on a couple of kilos size since we've been working together. Last year, sort of, if I'd pick up a dumbbell sort of above 25 pounds, I think Dusty would say, hey Trig, what's the special occasion? Is this pre-season again? So you're the other end, you're a grip it and rip it guy. It's been fantastic for me. We've had a request from some of the boys. They've asked me to ask you about a certain incident. I've set a back pick on you. And you know, obviously, you know, in training, people out there at home, you hear, you know, a scream or a yell, and you think you can judge how long someone's going to be out for. You're like a little you're like, oh, he'll be all right. Like like maybe, you know, a week or so he'll be back. Now we don't actually have any footage of the scream, but someone was there. We do have the audio. I thought you were out for a year, possibly dead. Tim, can you talk us through what happened that fateful day? I thought you were dead.
Look, let me set the record straight here, okay?
Please do.
I've got lovely ankles. They're great to me. I've never had a problem with my ankles at all. But that day, I stood right on your foot.
You did?
and it rolled, and it hurt, and yet I let out a little girl scream. I'll admit it.
A little scream?
A little
You
girl.
burst my
a little girl
eardrums.
scream.
You burst my eardrums.
My pain tolerance isn't that great.
No. I actually went to the hospital the next morning to drop off some flowers, and they said you'd never been in. Some of the boys called out, you know, that old fable, you know, the boy who cried wolf. You got us a beauty. I thought you were dead, but I know you better than that, Tim. I know it wasn't the boy who cried wolf. I just think your powers of regeneration, there's something fishy going on here. What the? I knew it. I knew it.
Now everybody knows.
Well, just us. Your secret is safe with me and the viewers of PTT. Your powers of regeneration are incredible, because you were at training doing your little individual untaped the next morning.
You know, I'd love to give you my powers of regeneration, mate.
Yeah.
To do something about that hairline of yours.
This melon here. Well done, bagging me out on my own show and that. Good job.
I got to get one in there.
Yeah, no, you do, mate. You do. Tell me about your off-season plans, mate. Heading up to another year of the Cubal. Where are you headed?
I'm off to Mackay over there with Coach Leonard King.
Yeah.
Seemed like a good guy. He called me earlier on in the season, but like, as all rookies, I was just embedded in the NBL season. I didn't want any other distractions. I wanted to go to work. But, you know, when you and Reese and that, you were starting to talk about QABL, and I was like, oh, well, maybe it's my turn to start thinking about that stuff. So I gave him a call, and he was more than happy to take me, and, you know, we sorted something out. It's great.
That's excellent, mate. And the little Whitsunday Islands up there, that'll be nice for you and the missus. Nelly, how are you, Nelly? Shout out to you. Thanks for the Christmas roast. I thought about not telling everyone, the world, that you nearly burnt the house down. But we were watching Entourage, I think, and next thing you know, I turned around and the place was full of smoke. Nelly was screaming fire. Immediately I realised this is not a drill. It was the real thing. She actually had a fire in the kitchen.
I turned around to help. She'd already got the cup of water, throwing it inside the oven.
I was yelling, the roast! The roast! But
it was a good little incident. You know, she's working on her cooking skills. You know, she's starting from scratch. You know, but what's great is I never have to prepare a meal. She's always asked me what I want. I've
living the dream.
I am living the dream. I come home and she gets me whatever I want. But she does it because she loves to do it, not because I'm asking her to. So yeah, I got lucky in that instance, and I've got a beautiful wife. Yep. All right.
He said it.
I said it. I went there. Okay. So
you are the lord of the nickname. You have had them all, mate, especially since you've been here, and it's come from, we went to play a pre-season game up again in Sydney, Vanderbilt game, and they've called you out as Tim Coenrad. Hilarious to me, hilarious, and the rest of the boys. Then we went to the Blitz, and they got Conrad right, but they called you Tom Conrad. So you've been butchered. Tommy,
butchered.
Toonrad, Coonrad, Tomrad,
Tim Coenraad.
Tim Coenrad, Tom Coenrad. The list goes on, mate. Do you have a favourite?
I like Timrad, because Tom's not my name.
You're Tim.
Tom's just not my name. I don't know how they get that wrong.
Tim and you're Rad.
But Tim and Rad, yeah, I kind of like the way that's coming. It rolls off the tongue.
That's kind of cool. We're never going to call you that now because you like it. We're going to call you all the other ones.
No, I love Tom Coenrad.
By
the way,
favourite.
I love it,
mate. Where is the nationality Conrad from? Where does that name? Where's the origin?
It's Dutch.
It's Dutch.
My dad was born in Holland. Came over when he was 5.
Crazy Dutch bastard. Freaky deaky Dutch.
Isn't that weird?
Isn't that weird?
That's very weird.
Mate, Conrad sounds a little Russian to me, a bit like comrade. You know, my comrade. Is that worrying to you, knowing that it was a Russian that killed Apollo Creed in Rocky IV?
But I have to say I haven't seen Rocky IV. I'm a big fan of the. I think it's the one with Mr. T where Rocky and Apollo get their man love on the beach.
How good is that?
In a sprint with a big joyous hug in the water.
It gets a little weird, doesn't it? They have a little running race.
Their nice little short
pants.
And
then in their little hot pants. And then the embrace is good. And then it gets weird. They're in the water splashing each other. Rocky, the Italian stallion. Good deal. All right, Superman. Your secret's safe with me. It's been fabulous to have you on the show, man. Chew some fat with me. We should have another PTT in the new year. Keep sending in all your suggestions and requests. We're hearing you. Timmy C, love you, man. Can we get a shout out to the show? Pull the trigger, baby. You know you want to. Boom.